obviously I haven't got the greatest of clearances. Oh, the engine went into D-rate mode. I can't remember how to work this remote. What is that sound? What is that sound? Oh, light. Oh. Right, guys, today we're slumming it. We've got to. It's got to be done. We're in the Mercedes. Now, don't get me wrong, she's a good lorry, but she ain't no Volvo, is she? No, she's not. Makes me sound like really bad, but I'm just gonna grab this. Woo. There's a seatbelt. There we go. What's the battery on this then? 83%, baby. And this is going to come in handy actually, because this truck does not have a lot of power outlets. So if I do need to charge anything today, this will be very handy to have. So basically, why we're slumming it, the reason is because my truck R999 has unfortunately come up with a wiring fault. So it basically thinks that the truck's got no AdBlue. So yesterday on the way back to the yard, the engine went into D-rate mode. Yeah, it's not very well, put it that way. I mean, it's literally a wire that needs to be fixed so that the truck can read that it's running AdBlue again, but I just don't want to drive it. Definitely not until that's sorted. So, Mercedes it is. All right, let's get some fuel. Come on, fuel pump. Come on. Let's juice her up, baby. We're just putting some fuel in her. I don't know what the fuel's like. It did have like 3/4 of a tank of fuel, but I don't know what the fuel is like on this truck. But this is what we're running with today. We are running with 700 scaffold boards. I think Zachariah is trying to fix a wiring fault on his truck, but I think his is only to do with the light, so. All right, there's the poor gal. Probably have to move her, park her up for the... Oh, there's not gonna be any keys, I bet you. The keys are not gonna be in there, I guarantee it. Oh! But yeah, because it's parked in our hire yard, I don't want it to be in Ash's way all day, so. Get the key in! Start her up. I'll show you. It should come up, I reckon. Should come up with the, yeah, there you go, high emissions engine D-rate, but it's actually saying we've got AdBlue at the moment. Oh no, there you go, look, no AdBlue in the system. So if anyone knows Telegraph and Holden Hill around this area, I can normally get, I had about 6 ton coming back, I had about 6 ton on me coming back to the yard yesterday. Normally I could get 40-50 up that hill, but because it's in D-rate mode, I was getting 15 mile an hour. And that is why you're gonna get, that's why you're gonna go to the doctors before we drive you again. Ah, I cannot park there at the moment because I need to now move that. And we are just about to head off for the day. Oh, Zach has fixed his wire. Lovely jubbly. Hello. Take a quick snippet of this. Jobs are good. Alright, we are on the road. We're just coming onto the M5 now from the A38. Lovely jubbly. I'll tell you what, this is the first manual truck I've driven in quite a little while actually. And if no one knows what an 8-speed, I think they're called slap over gearboxes, I'm not actually sure, slap over gearboxes, where basically first 4 gears are on the left hand side, then you have to shift the gears over to the right to then get 5, 6, 7 and 8. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, once you've driven it for a few minutes, you get used to it again. I haven't driven this truck in quite some time actually. But just making our way to our first delivery of the day. So I've got 700 boards on that I was showing you earlier. 200, so 2 packs of these have to come off at the first drop, and then 500 have to come off at the second drop. And it's quite weird because the second drop is literally right now, I mean right next to the motorway, and I'll show you once we get there. But I want to just scoot on back to last week, where I had one of my, in my opinion, one of my coolest deliveries. Nothing special, like nothing, you know, extraordinaire, but I was just intrigued by the delivery. I've been there a million times, I've just never delivered it like that before. So I want to show you. So let's scoot on over to past James, and I'll see you back in a bit when we're further up the road. Right, so I know this isn't part of the vlog, but I wasn't planning on recording today whatsoever, and then all of a sudden I want to record this. So I'm recording on my phone, so bear with me. Look where I'm unloading. It's the first time I think I'm unloading with the crane in a barn. Hopefully I don't hit any of those nice fancy bright LED lights, but we'll see. Now, so this is a regular customer of ours, okay? Regular. We normally drive in via that entrance, drive down here and park outside and crane in. But that entrance is shut, so I had to come in the very tight bottom entrance, drive up here, and you cannot turn left there. I know it looks wide enough, but you can't do it. So I had to pull up there, reverse back down here, turn around in this yard here, which is fine, and then basically back my back end up into here. Now, I know the barn looks big, but this isn't the issue. I've got 6 foot long legs that need to come out either side of me, ideally, so I can lift at maximum capacity. That was nice and tight there, but then, come over to this bit. Look at the bloody space I had. That is very tight. But like I said, I wasn't planning on recording today. Looks like I am. Not all of it, I'm just literally going to record this delivery. But like I said, I've never craned inside a barn. But look how cool she looks. I mean, we got a decent amount of clearance up there, so fingers crossed we should be a-okay. And we're going to get 16 straps off this load now, roll them up, and then we can unload this thing. Right, now we've got everything ready to unload. That was a lot of unstrapping. Felt like I was just rolling straps up forever. Oh, that is a must. Ow. Now she's unstrapped, we are ready to rock and roll, baby. Let's get the first lift off, which I think is going to be that bag. Probably then we'll start lifting tube off. And I kind of want to get most of this side off ASAP so that I'm not having to lift anything from that side of the truck so far up, because I don't know if I'm going to have clearance, especially with the lifting straps. We'll see how we get on. Okay, so I'm just going to pause the time lapse for a second. Right, so this is what I'm working with. I need these on the floor. There's nothing else I can take off the truck right now that will make my life any easier, right? So I need to set these over there, right, next to these, because they will be roughly the same height. So then that way I can get those tubes, which are 21 foot long, I can get them laying across both of these and them, right across the top. So I need to take this pack off, but I haven't got the greatest of clearances, so I need to bring this right to the back so that I'm not lifting over those to give me enough clearance on here. What a faff. There we go. 15.3 ton of scaffolding, all in this little section here. I'm quite proud of myself for this one. This is definitely top of my delivery list at the moment for how I've managed to get all this in here. So we'll start from over here. So look, just look at it. It's ridiculous. But yeah, those over there, if I'd have put them up here, then I'm not giving myself any form of free movement for when I drive out of here, because I've got to drive out of here and turn left, which means my back end's going to swing out this way a little bit. So that's why I put those bags there in the end. But yeah, down here we've got 3 tube wide with 2 on top, and then the big stack laid across the boards over there. And then the 2 long packs here, bags on top, 8-foot boards there, 2 packs of 13-foot boards here, and then the little pile of 5-foots. And now I've just got to strap everything down. We're done. Thank God we're done. We've been here for a while now. Don't get me wrong, like a fair while. But the delivery's done, the customer's happy. It doesn't really matter how long we're at a delivery for. As long as the customer gets their stuff and we get it all off the truck, I suppose that is literally all that matters. So we are gonna head out of here now and get back to the yard, because I think I've only got a transit run this afternoon. So yeah, I'm gonna hand you back over to future James. But before we do, just look at it. Now this is weird. This is very weird. So I'll show you on the way out actually, but I used to work in that yard over there by the fences. That is where I used to work for Gregory's when I first got my HGV license. Weird. Lovely jubbly. So I've basically got to put the boards down here. The guy was going to wait for me, but he had to shoot off, so I was like, mate, I can just drop them outside, it's absolutely fine. The only thing is, because again, this isn't my lorry, and I don't know, I've used this crane before, I just can't remember how to use it, so I've got to try and figure that out now as well. She made the journey absolutely fine. Right, but enough of power banks, we got a delivery to do. Mercedes. Right, so we got to get 200 boards off of here. The only issue is I'm gonna be left with, oh, actually I could probably get 200 boards off the front, you know. I might do that, because what I don't want to do is get 2 packs off the back and be left with 4 packs on the front, which is 8 ton, and 1 pack left on the back. So I might squeeze that pack out, this pack out. See if I've got any room here. Yeah, I've got some wiggle room there. So that way I'm left with 200 boards on the front and 300 boards on the back. Cool, at least we know what we're doing now anyway. So all I've got to do is get 2 straps off and then throw 1 back on. Cars going off. So I've just realised, I don't know, I can't remember how to work this remote. I don't know how to turn it on. See that? I don't know, nothing's happening. I can't remember. Oh, don't not answer me now. No. Ah!
I'm sorry, but the person you called is not available. Please leave your message after the tone.
Nope. We have power! Lovely. So yeah, I've just managed to get hold of Ben, who's working in Bristol at the moment. This is his truck, so he knows this truck better than anyone. So yeah, he let me know how to use it. Now I'm underway. Right, where are his pads? Don't know where his pads. Oh, there they are. Well, that is the first pack off. Just got to get that pack off now. Right, well, we've finally done that one, thank God. 200 boards, nice and safe, stacked quite nicely. So I've got 500 boards left to go. This is exactly how I would want it loaded anyway. So I'm very happy that I was able to get the front 2 packs off first. That way I'm loaded the way I want to be loaded. Right, I'm going to pack this crane away. I've been here long enough, especially considering I didn't know how to use the bloody thing. But yeah, I'm going to pack away, get on and get gone. Yeah, over there. Sorry, van. I mean to hold you up, mate. Yeah, over there. I'm not going to go over there because obviously a company works in there now, but that is where I used to work. God, I spent 2 years in that place. 2 years. 2 years, the first 2 years of my HGV driving career. We definitely moved on to bigger and better things, I can tell you that for sure. Right, on to the next drop. We've basically got to come out of here, turn right, back down to the M5. And like I said earlier, my next drop is literally on the M5. Not literally on the M5, I mean right next to the M5. It's really weird. Lovely jubbly. Lovely. So, you know, last time, in my last vlog, I delivered to that place. I didn't even realise this, but in my last vlog, delivered to that place where it was the guy's first day and it was my first delivery there. Well, I'm delivering there now again, so yeah, I think he's still there. They said that they've got a new yard guy, and I was like, I know, I delivered on his first day there. We were a bit confused, so. Ooh, bumpy, 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 bumpy. But yeah, so yeah, we got 5 packs of boards to deliver to the exact same spot that we did last time. And then I think when I get back to the yard, I'm going out in the transit to Torquay or something, but I'm not really sure. I think it's one of them. Whoever gets back first out of me and Zach will jump in the transit and go and do the delivery. Right, okay, let's go and figure this out. So they've got that drop bed right smack bang middle of the yard, which means I can't get in with the truck. But he is going to go and ask for a forklift, and I'm going to forklift all of this off. Basically take it off out here, take it into the yard. Saves me getting the crane out, I suppose, doesn't it? So, don't want to record too much, but he's just taken off the very, very last pack of boards. And the rest of the ones I've delivered, there you go, 4 packs there. And the 5th packs are on his forks. Lovely. And that is what I mean by it's right next to the motorway. That is the M5. There we go. We are done and dusted. Don't get me wrong, we were there for about 50 minutes. So not ideal, but also not too bad either. Let's get the hell on out of here and back down the motorway. So yeah, I was gonna forklift it off because I'm trained on a forklift, but the guy in the yard, the new guy from last time, he'd never unloaded a truck before, so I was like, well, I'm not in like a major rush, but you know, I can watch you in and help you out. Like, you got to do it at some point, ain't you? Anyway, just as he was taking off the first pack, some of the scaffold lads come back, and he was, I think he was a bit bricking it, and he just went, oh, they can do it. So one of their guys just jumped on the forklift and unloaded me pretty quickly, actually, in the end. So yeah, but we're on our way back to the yard, so let's get on and let's get gone. But when I get back to the yard, I'm gonna plug in my kettle to my Bluetti and see how long that takes to make a coffee. We are actually probably about 5 minutes away from the yard. Look at the beautiful weather we're having. What a lush day. Oh, I love it. But yeah, so yeah, nice day, nice weather. And obviously we are doing the transit run to Torquay shortly. But this whole time I have been in this truck now for about 4 to 5 hours, right? And when it started getting warm, I was opening the windows because I forgot that this truck has an air conditioning pod, okay? This whole time I've been going like this, oh it's hot, opening the window, then closing it because my hair's going like that, and it's got a bloody aircon pod. So I'm going to enjoy it for the last 5 minutes of my journey. But yeah, the weather is absolutely top notch today. Top notch. Oh, I've left the aircon pod running. Right, so this is a real test, okay? Real test. This beautiful machine, okay? This is a real life scenario. Obviously, I'm not on night outs or anything at the moment, so I can't use this for anything at the moment because I don't need it. You know, I mean, I just want to show you how good it is. But we have my cigarette lighter 12 to 24 volt kettle. Now, personally, I would probably just go out there and buy like a 900 watt 3-pin plug-in, but we have the 12 to 24 volt kettle at the moment. I have pre-made, I put coffee, sugar and milk in there. We are going to plug this into here and see how we get on, because one thing I do like about these kettles, they sit in cup holders. Let's pop this open. Oh, lovely. We're going to pop the AC on, no, the DC on, sorry. Plug that in. That, so there's no flick on here, it's got a red light there that indicates it's boiling now. This is running, this is only a 12 volt cigarette lighter, so this will only boil at 12 volts, okay? We're going to see how long roughly it takes. So the time is currently 12:30. I'm on a half-an-hour break at the moment, and I can't stand up in this bloody lorry. But I'll pop the kettle there, she's going to boil. I want a coffee, but I want to use this to make it. It's only running 63 watts at the moment via a 12 volt plug-in, so my battery died. So yeah, we got our Volvo mug in the Mercedes. We're going to boil the kettle, make a coffee. She is running at 63 watts. Just got to wait now for my coffee. The weather is really nice at the moment. Whilst I wait for that to boil, now I'm gonna go for a minute, but you keep boiling for me, okay, please? You keep the power going. I'm gonna go and check to see what is on the transit that I'm taking in a short while. Right, here's the transit. She's locked and she is loaded. She is ready to go. 50 scaffold boards going to Torquay. Forklift off as well. Not even have to handball it. No ideal. There's the Arctic as well, parked up, looking pretty. I think I've forgotten how to drive them now, actually. I've actually forgotten how to drive that. Let's turn this bloody aircon pod off. It is boiled, my friends. It has used 3% of my Bluetti battery, which is rather good if you ask me. That's quite hot to touch. Obviously, you would normally leave that plugged in. I'm actually going to be fair. Making coffee, baby. Look at that. And that took about 16 minutes to boil. Perfecto, that's a bit hot. Perfecto though, yeah, that's good. I did actually boil too much water, so that's probably why it took so long. We got some transit running around today, and then looks like we are heading to our old yard in Heathfield to pick up some stock. But we're not rushing because we are on a break, enjoying coffee. Well, off we go. There's the trucks over there, there's my car. We're off to Torquay. Look at that, baby. Do you want the bearers?
Nah, it's alright.
Alright, mate. No,
You don't need them, you can have them by them room tiles.
alright, mate, yeah. Legend, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, mate, everyone.
Great success. That was so quick and easy as well. As well, the lad that normally unloads me, which is the lad that seems to unload me every time I come here. Really nice guy. He does everything quick, you know, quick. Like he came out and went, right, let's sign the paperwork. You unstrap, and then you're done. Then that's exactly how it should be, right? Bearing in mind as well, I think he saw me come in. They're unloading an Arctic at the moment, but he just made sure he came out and unloaded me. He's a really nice guy. Like, really appreciate him. But right, that's that delivery done. On back to the yard now. I think that's it. No, no, I've got to go Heathfield. We'll go to the old yard. Oh well. Right. On to the dual carriageway we go. We are nearly at Heathfield now. Our old yard, which is just over there. Just over there. Even though it's been a while now, like it's been over a year since we moved yards, it still feels weird going back in there. Because like, I spent like 3.5 years in that place. It was really weird. Just like earlier when I saw where I used to work with Gregory's. Like I spent 2 years in that place. Just seeing it again, like in the future, it's just weird. Who remembers all the times I drove past here in the truck and beeped my horn as I got to this point, because that's where the yard is. So many times. There we go, look at this. A different place now. Emotional. And there she is as well. My first ever truck at PSB. The Scania P280? Yeah, 280. Six wheeler. Don't get me wrong, crappy crane on it, Atlas, horrible thing. But anyway, we have been informed by Daniel. I just like to call him Danielle because it makes him look a bit more feminine, you know. Told me to wait down by the office and he'll come and load me up. Comment of the week. Okay, I didn't upload last week, so I do apologize, guys, but comment on the last video, which was HGV delivering to a new customer. Now Tom, I have to give you credit, you left 3 big comments on this video, but one of them did win comment of the week. And this one said, your firm is certainly thriving. All these various items getting loaded at the yard and unloading, and that is just one truck, one driver and different customers. Thinking of all of the other trucks and drivers and loads and more different customers, and these are always new customers as well. I take it there is a lot of recycling where once the customer is done with the items, you pick them up and unload them back at the yard for the next customer. So yes, that is basically how hire works, because we are PSB hire and sales, and obviously we sell stuff, so the customers buy it. But anything that we load on the truck that looks used and is painted orange, that's hire stuff. So they book it out on hire, obviously different rates for different items. They can hire it out for, I think, minimum of 2 weeks or something like that. I don't know the specific details, and sometimes it's best if I don't, because I am just a driver. And it's just recycling the same products all the time. It's a really good way of doing things. And yes, PSB is thriving at the moment. We're busier than ever. We're delivering more than ever. We've got more trucks out on the road than ever before. We've got Arctics, and we've got the best team ever. I mean, look at me. It's good times at the moment, good times. There he is, Danny boy's loading me up. Oh. Pull your forks out. Yeah, you can go 1, 2, 3. We only need 3 packs actually, so yeah, we'll just go one behind another. That, I suppose that spreads the load out nice on our humongous 3.5 ton van. Lovely. Thank you very much. Catch you later. Get a couple of ratchets out. I love this Transit for this reason. Look how handy that is. Straps. 3 blues. I have to colour coordinate them. Very important. Remember guys, if you want your own Bluetti AC180, make sure you check out my link down below in the description and on the screen here as well, to be fair. You get 5% off your order. It's an amazing bit of kit. Like I said, today I've tried the kettle. I did the sat-nav test on it. Awesome. Plugged my air fryer into it. Plugged my overpowered kettle into it. That didn't work. Plugged the Tassimo coffee machine in from work. Plugged the toaster in from work. It powers everything. Anything you need. I've played around with this thing so much already, and I'm still on 80% battery. This thing is lasting me way longer than I thought it would. But obviously, I'm not actually doing any nights out at the moment. You know, at the moment, I'm in a Transit van, nothing exciting. But that's just the way work goes. Sometimes you're doing fun stuff, sometimes you're not. It is what it is. And remember as well, if you do need cheap and reliable CPC courses and you need to book your driver's medical test, make sure you check out my links out down below again. Driver hire training and D4 drivers have got you covered. Like, there's nothing you need to worry about because it's simple as anything. Shades on, let's get gone. But I will catch you guys in the next video. Ciao ciao for now.